Welcome, adventurer!
Adventure waits for you in the Storymaster's Tales.
Thank you so much for downloading your free Storymaster Tales quest. You haven't got it yet? Okay, no problem. If you haven't got it, there's a link somewhere down here in the video description or on my profile. Go and grab it now or later. It's entirely your choice. Actually, do it now. Otherwise, you might forget. And they're rather good, you see. You've got these 4 that we've got at the moment. And yeah, they're cool. Anyway, I'll wait. Okay, you're back. Good. Right, now, let's actually find out how to play this game. But before we do that, I want you to stick around to the end of the video. I've got a very special promo code that will save you 50% off the other quests in my web store. Yeah. Okay, right, you're too impatient. That's fair. All right, I've added it also in the description along with the links. So there's no excuse. Now, before I explain how to play, let me tell you what this game actually is. I grew up playing interactive game books and role-playing games such as Fighting Fantasy, Lone Wolf, Dungeons and Dragons, Tunnels and Trolls, and so forth. Now, they got me into reading, which eventually, because I painted on my bedroom walls, got me into theatre, and then I started running my own interactive fantasy theatre for 5 years. We did pretty well. I wanted to take that experience and put it into a game. Cram as much as the things that worked well in the theatre game into something people could play at home. So I designed the Storymaster Tales. Weirding Woods, Dragadeek Dungeon, Threatlord Town, those are the kind of the ones that kind of started the whole thing. Now, they're all available on Amazon if you're interested, but we're here talking about the new quest books. These take it even further. Having created loads of new stories for both my live action and the online versions, we carried on inhabiting the world, playing around with the characters, creating new plots, and we had all this stuff that I needed to do something with. So the quests were created out of those. The quests also include everything that works so well in my theatre and in my game books. Now, my goal is to give anyone from total beginners to seasoned adventurers a full role-playing experience. That's easy to learn, quick to play, and immersive from the very beginning. You're not going to get bogged down with rule books or endless explanations about the world building. It's pick up and play. In fact, these games are the ones I get total beginners playing from solo up to 100 people in my big organised events. Oh yes, I've also included narrated soundscapes to help bring the world to life and guide you upon the way. Right, now let's get into the nitty-gritty. How to play the Storymaster's Tales quests. The rules are just 10 pages, but I'll try and do this far more quickly for you. Firstly, you need to create a character. Now, you're going to create a character using statistics in the rules. Now, for instance, in the Wizard's Challenge, you're playing an apprentice. In the King of Thieves, you're playing a rogue. And in the Sword of Suns, you're playing a wise one. There's different things that you'll be playing in each game. Now, there's only a few statistics you need to write down in the story log, which are provided for you. There's also a free one you can download as well from our website if you don't want to destroy the book. You have fighting skill, you have magic craft, fortune, health, and gold. Now, you've got to come up with an apt name, and then you are ready to go on your quests. This whole thing should take you about 2 or 3 minutes to do. It's very quick. Once you've done it once, it's so fast to do it again. The Storymaster. If you're playing solo, you'll of course be the Storymaster, and you'll be playing in your own and making your own choices. However, if you're playing with others, either one person will read from the book, or you can pass the book around and you can all play and also Storymaster and read for each other. It's that flexible. Now, the Storymaster's job is to breathe life into the quest, to perform some of the voices, and also elaborate on the scenes if necessary, and ensure the players are following the rules. It's also up to them to decide if they want to bend, break, or just blatantly ignore the rules. They are the director and God. The quest. The quests are divided into acts, much like a play or movie. Each act includes a description and 4 options. If you want to feel like you're in one of our live shows, I've included QR codes that reads this bit out and plays atmospheric music, like this. You then select 2 actions. Now, for instance, if there's 1 player, they can choose 2 actions. If there are 2 players, they select 1 each. If they choose the same action, they can later on pick another. If the first action renders the second one pointless, then disregard it. It's down to the Storymaster, who will need to narrate a story around what might be a logical outcome. Fate or fortune. Now, some of the actions might lead to rewards, combat, discoveries, or something just plain weird. Now, if you get a roll of fate, the player must roll a 4-sided dice, also known as a d4. If you don't have dice, then draw slips of paper from an ornate box. You might also be asked to roll your fortune or under. Now, that is your luck. Now, this number can go down every time you use it. So at some point your luck will run out, which makes things much harder. Don't worry, the book does tell you when and what to roll as you go along, so you don't have to go back and forth looking at the rules. Combat! Grab your d6, 6-sided dice. Now, let's say you've got to fight a goblin. Both the player and the creature must roll a d6. Add this number to your fighting skill. And if you have any items that you've collected, add those as well. Whoever gets the lowest number loses, and loses a health for that round only. You keep battling until either you're dead or the opponent is dead. The hero can also decide to run away. This will reduce your health by 1 as the foe takes their final swing at your fleeing heels. If you find yourself in magical combat, you will be told, but it works in the same way, but with your magic craft replacing your fighting skill. Now, all you need to do is get to the end of the quest without dying or failing in the primary mission. Well, that's it. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. There are a few new quests out now, and don't forget this insanely generous 50% off code that you'll find here and down there. This will take 50% off all the quests you have in your checkout. So have fun and look out for more quests coming soon. Subscribe if you want to be updated and join our mailing list if you haven't already.